Hello and welcome back to another video of my Discord PY tutorial series, and I welcome you back after a short amount of time. And in this video we're going to focus on what are cogs exactly. So to give you a short explanation of what cogs do and what are they good for and what are their advantages and what are their disadvantages, or you should just actually listen now. I made some graphs to show you that. I don't know how it's going to look like in the end. It was like a really fast decision of me to do that now, but anyway. So basically, I'd say essentially cogs are files that you can create out of your main file you have for your bot, which allow you to take code, put it in there, and have it more structured and organized into different files instead of having it in one big file, which makes it more better for you and for others to understand the code you wrote, or to understand the code that others wrote, and to make it more clean so that you don't have to scroll 1,000 lines of codes to just get to one point, or to make others really easy to search up certain things when they're reviewing your project. For example, when they're reviewing and they want to see the ban commands you did, they just go to the moderator cog file and then they have it in there, and then they don't have to scroll up the whole files. And cogs work under each other, that with a bit of code you just connect them to each other. So in your main file you write basically a few lines of code that will search up the directory where the files of the cogs are. Then they will take it from there and load it into the main program. And in the cog itself you basically have codes that basically just registers as a cog. So that's too far to how cogs work, and I'd say let's get right into it. And I'm going to show you how to basically just set one up. So in our folder structure video and other videos, we basically created these empty files here, and in our last video we made this here. Basically we made this. And basically then what you're going to do is when you have these files, it's essentially that you have three things. No, actually four. The first thing is that you need to import a cog, or that you import commands. So you're going to type from discord.ext import commands. And this is the first most important thing. So you need to import that in order to basically make this whole thing work. What you're going to do then is you're going to type class, and after that you're going to take a name. I say for the thing that's the most related to, it would make sense to name it as what it contains. So in this case I'm going to name it fun, because the name of the file is fun, and what we're going to store in there are fun commands and fun events and all that stuff. And what you need to type, so after you typed fun, you need to do these two parentheses, and in here what you're going to type is basically commands and then cog. Commands.cog, pretty important within capitalized C. And after that, basically you do the init function, and you basically have this init function in every sort of class you have, where everything is initialized. And in there you have the parameters self and bot, and bot is pretty important because that will refer to the bot you have here, so the Discord bot. And what you're going to type in here, I do that most commonly, is self.bot equals bot. So that we can basically access this all over the time. So when we do commands.command, basically what we can do here is we can just use the bot, or we can, so for example, if we have an event, so basically if we have, for example, if the bot is ready and we want to get a certain channel, then we need to use that. So for example, when you have an onReady event, what we're going to do here is we're just going to say self .bot.get get channel, for example, so that we're basically getting a channel, and in here we paste the ID. So that's what it's good for, and more you don't need, except of one last thing that's actually also one of the most important ones, and that's just def setup and in here you're going to type just bot. So it's pretty important that you name it setup. It needs to be named that way, and it needs to be the last part of the file, as in my knowledge. And in here you're gonna just type in that function. You're just gonna write one line, and that one line is just bot.add cog. And in here you're gonna just type the name of the class. So in our case it's fun, and in here you need to type bot again. I don't know why, but it is like that. And in our initializer file, we did it last time like that we basically have our list here with different names in here. And what I'm going to do in here is I'm going to say main.cogs.fun, and then this fun command is basically registered in our in our bot. So what we can do is we can basically just say in here print print ext. And you will see if I start the bots. So let me just go one version up here. It was just a minor change, so we don't have to go up that high. Basically, you see right here that it says main.cog.app and main.cog.fun. That means it loaded every, it printed out every cog that was loaded, and so it did with fun. So everything worked, and I hope I explained it well to you, and we're gonna see us in the next video, hopefully. See you then, bye.